What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at the circle. In particular, we're going to be using the equation of the circle to find the center and the radius. But first of all, what you need to know is the equation for a circle is x minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared is equal to radius squared. Now, this h and k is just your center of your circle. Okay. It's the center of your circle. So a quick, easy trick is always flip these signs, and that's going to give you your center. Now, for a question like this, it says find the center and radius of the circle with this equation, x squared plus 2x plus y squared minus 6y is equal to 0. So what you need to do is, in order to get it from here to this form here, we need to complete the square. Complete the squared. So what you do is we're going to write out x squared plus 2x, and we're going to leave a gap because that's going to let us complete the square, plus y squared minus 6y is equal to 0. Now the way we complete the square is we look at this first half, and then we're going to look at this second half separately. So in this first half it says x squared plus 2x. What we want to do to complete the square is we need to halve this number with the x, and then square it and add it to the end. So in other words, what's half of 2? Well, half of 2 is 1. Squaring that's 1. So 1 squared is 1. So all we got to do is write plus 1 here. Okay, now because we added 1 on the left-hand side to balance the equation, we need to add 1 on the right-hand side there. And now we just repeat the process with the y. So y squared minus 6y. So what is half of 6? Well, half of 6 is 3. Squaring that is 9. So I'm going to write plus 9. And now what you can do is you can see that is going to be a perfect square, and that's also going to be a perfect square. But I actually forgot to add the 9 as well, so don't forget that. It's easy to forget. Okay, so x plus 2x plus 1 factorizes to x plus 1 all squared, perfect square. And then y squared minus 6y plus 9 factorizes to y plus 3 all squared. Now on the right-hand side, I've got 0 plus 1 plus 9, that's 10. So the center of this circle will be the opposite signs, h and k, so minus 1 and minus 3. And my radius, now look, my radius here is radius squared. So in order to get the radius out of here, I need to square root it. So it's going to be square root of 10. Okay, let's have a look at this example. So once again, we're finding the center and the radius. We've got x squared plus y squared minus 2y is equal to 0. So we still want to do the same thing, even though we don't have an x term. So x squared, leave a space, plus y squared minus 2y is equal to 0. Now you can kind of imagine here to have 0x. So when we halve and square 0, we're going to get 0. So you can kind of just ignore it. So all you need to do is just do this y side. So what's half of minus 2? Well, half of minus 2 is minus 1. Squared minus 1 is positive 1. So add 1 here. What do you do the left-hand side? You should do the right-hand side to balance it out. So you can't factorize this front bit, so you just got x squared, but you can factorize this bit for the y. So y minus 2y plus 1, y squared minus 2y plus 1 will be y minus 1 all squared, and 0 plus 1 is 1. So in this case, because you have no h, it's kind of like saying x minus 0 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 1. So my center will be 0 and positive 1. And my radius will be the square root of 1, so that is just 1. Okay, so this question asks us to find the equation of a circle with a radius of 3 and a center of minus 2 and 1 in expanded form. So unlike the examples before, what we're going to do is we're working the other way around. So what we've got to do is we've got to start with this formula. X minus h squared plus y minus k all squared is equal to radius squared. All we got to do is substitute the numbers. So x minus h. Now h here is minus 2. So what we got to do is you got to change the sign. So you got to flip that minus 2 and make it a plus 2 squared plus y minus k. So this positive 1 turns into minus 1 squared. And the radius is 3, so 3 squared. Now once it expanded form, so what we got to do is just expand out everything. Okay. So x plus 2 all squared will be x plus 2 plus y minus 1 y minus 1, and then 3 squared is 9. So expanding this out, x plus 2 all squared will be x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus y squared minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 9. Okay, now I'm just going to simplify everything and make one side equal to 0. So x squared plus 4x plus y squared minus 2y. What I've got left over is 4 plus 1. That's plus 5 is equal to 9. So x squared plus 4x plus y squared minus 2y. Bring the 9 over, so 5 minus 9 is minus 4 equals to 0. And then I'm done. Okay, so here's the next question. Find the equation of a circle with radius root 5 and the center at minus 2, 0 in expanded form. So once again, get used to writing this formula out. X minus h squared plus y minus k all squared is equal to radius squared. Here we're just putting the numbers straight in. So x minus h, so here h is minus 2, so I need to change the sign, so plus 2 all squared, plus y minus 0, because that's the y coordinate squared. And now I have root 5 squared, because that's the radius. So all I need to do is expand this. So x plus 2 all squared, x plus 2, x plus 2. Y minus 0 is just y squared. And the square root of 5 squared, so root 5 times root 5, will just be 5. So just expand this out, x plus 2, x plus 2. So x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus y squared is equal to 5. So I'm going to make the right-hand side equal 0. So x squared plus 4x plus y squared. Bring the 5 over. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. It's equal to 0. And we're done. Okay, so that was all about circles and finding the center and the radius. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.